Warren Buffett said, "It's good to learn from your mistakes. It's better to learn from other people's mistakes." In today's video, you get to learn from my mistake because I'm going to go through a mistake that I recently made in my investing practice, and then you can take some time and basically learn from me and get better at your own investing. Check it out. Hey everyone, welcome back to another edition of my YouTube channel on special situations investing and my personal investing practice. As a quick disclaimer, this video is for educational purposes only. Any companies that I mention in this presentation are discussed solely for illustrative purposes. Discussing such companies and the specifics about them is to help educate me and educate you about certain special situations. It is not a solicitation to purchase them. I recommend that you conduct your own research and identify why you might want to own the company yourself prior to your committing of any funds. I also recommend that you seek the services of a financial advisor that has considered your personal situation as your fiduciary. And then finally, may your education here grow your knowledge, improve your personal investing performance, and give you the confidence to take control of your future. Thanks a bunch for watching. Now on to the video. Welcome back everyone. The investing mistake that I was alluding to at the beginning of this video was the investing mistake that I had with my participation in the Dow DuPont exchange offer for IFF shares. So the Dow DuPont exchange offer for IFF shares occurred about a month ago. I'll go ahead and put in this video, you can look at my initial investment perspective on it, and you can see what I thought with it. And it was an exchange offer for shares in International Flavors and Fragrances, which is a company that, you know, just basically makes small fragrances and flavors for, you know, like your candles and stuff like that. So I spent some time looking at that one, and I put some money into it even. I even had a little bit in the Dow DuPont investment. And if you saw a video a couple of weeks ago where I completed that, I had a return of 3.14% over about 2 weeks. So not a bad thing. I didn't lose money, which is definitely a good thing on this. However, I was looking back at it just last Friday, and had I done the exchange offer and participated in it, I calculated that I would have had a 21.5% return. So this video is for me to go back and identify the mistakes that I made in this particular investment in order to get better at my investing practice. And you guys can learn along with me. So there's a couple of things that happen. For my underperformance accountability, there are two things that I think are specifically problematic with this. The first one was why I didn't participate, why I didn't just do the exchange offer. I'd done exchange offers before. I did it with the Champion X Ecolab exchange offer back in a previous video, and you can check out that. But in this particular case, I didn't participate. So I had too many positions at the time. That's what I've identified. I had about 15 different positions in my account at the time. And I think what happened is my mind started looking at all of those different positions, and I did not pay attention to this one. So looking back at it, one of the things that I think is the problem is that because I had too many positions, I wasn't focused on this particular one. The second one, I was attempting to be very creative. So you look back at the original video, I talked about all of the different ways that somebody could essentially participate in the Dow DuPont IFF exchange offer. I wasn't able to sell short as I originally intended. I wanted to sell short and then get, you know, the exchange offer rate shares of Dow DuPont. So sell short on the IFF and the exchange rate of the Dow DuPont shares. I didn't do that, and I couldn't do that because my account wasn't allowing me to do it, that I was doing this investment in. And so I ended up kind of waffling on that one, and so I didn't participate that way. It's actually a good thing. I would have done better had I not done that, or I actually did better because I didn't do that than I would have overall. Looking at the exchange Ecolab Champion X offer, that one would have been really good had somebody sold at the exchange offer date on both times. And so I started looking back onto that, and it's good to look back at your past successes and try to replicate that, but I think I was getting, again, a little bit too, trying to be too smart as I went through that. So, on to my lessons learned. I need to go back and do a 10% portfolio cleanse of all of my positions. I need to make sure that I have, and I'm able to put in at least 10% into every position that I am researching. Because what happens for me is I get this shiny object syndrome where I look at it and I'm like, oh, I gotta get it, I'm gonna go ahead and buy it. And if I don't have 10% cash in my account, I'll just throw everything at it, which is probably good, but I'm starting to get to the size in my portfolio that I can't, that just causes me more work and less returns like this particular situation. So having less positions should help me improve my investment returns. This goes back to my own view that I think really good relationships are better in about 10 people in my life. And so I can't, if I have more people that I'm bringing into my life, me personally, I don't know if I can really have really solid relationships with other people unless it's, 10 or less people. So obviously my wife and my kids are in that list. It's hard to get much higher than about 10 people at any given time, and I think it's the same with my investments. So if I can limit the amount of investments that I have, I'm going to have much better investments, just like if I limit the amount of relationships that I have, I'm going to have really good relationships. The second one, trying to be smarter than what I really am, that one, you know what, the YouTube algorithm got to me, and I was trying to be exciting and good with what I was doing. And looking back at that, you know what? I failed. I made a mistake on that, and this is the painful experience that I've had with it. I could have had an additional 20%. So I'm going to look back at this one, and I need to make sure that I have a reasonable explanation of what I am doing, because if I look back at that video, that original video, I know I was trying to be impressive on what I was doing. So, you know what? If you like seeing me make mistakes, please, at this moment, you should smash that like button, because that'll give you an opportunity to identify how you can be better than I am on these investments. So, all right, going back to the last one then. Going forward, I'm going to hit that 10%, and then the way I'm going to make sure that I have the 10% rule in effect is I will calculate 10% of my investment account prior to conducting any research. And if I do conduct research after I've made that, I need to make sure that I can conduct the research for the YouTube channel. I won't participate. So, 10%, super simple calculation. I'm just going to take my total investment account number, divided by 10, move the decimal point over 1, and that's how much I will invest. If I don't have that much cash, I cannot participate in that particular situation. If I have less than 10%, then I should look at the positions that I already have and add to them. Looking back at this would have helped me immensely over the last year, and I think I need to reevaluate the way that I'm doing it this way. And then finally, the last thing is, if I'm trying to impress somebody else, then I'm probably going to do it wrong. Well, guys, that concludes our video for this week. If you like to see me make mistakes, please hit that subscribe button. And if you want to see about those moments when I make the mistake at the time that it happens, you can even get the alerts section. Make sure that you've got it so that you can get alerts on your phones with it. So anyway, guys, I appreciate you watching this video. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button if you haven't already done so, and we will catch you next week, and you can see me make another mistake. How exciting, right?